Okay, let's be real for a second. We all heard about the gig economy, right? People making money from freelance work, ride sharing, delivering food, all that stuff. But here's the thing, is it still worth it in 2024? With the economy constantly shifting, jobs changing, and the cost of living skyrocketing, a lot of people are wondering, are gig jobs still a good idea in Canada? Maybe you've thought about it, maybe you are doing it already, or maybe you have been stuck in a 9 to 5 and thinking, is there something better? Well, in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what gig jobs and are they still lucrative in Canada and how they stack up against traditional jobs and why some people are turning to gigs as their full-time hustle instead of just a side gig. And stick around till the end because I'm also going to share some tips on how you can prepare for gig work to make sure it's really worth your time. So you're not just working harder, but smarter. Alright, first up on the list, freelance digital marketing. Now, if you're wondering why digital marketing is such a big deal right now, it's simple. Everyone's online. Businesses need to build an online presence if they want to survive, and that means they need people to help them with everything from social media management to search engine optimization, email marketing, and content creation. And what's cool about this gig? Flexibility. You can be working for 3 different companies from 3 different cities, all from your couch. I mean, you could be on the West Coast and still manage a client's social media account over in Toronto. And it's not just companies either, personal brands, entrepreneurs, even influencers. They all need someone to help them get started and stand out. Plus, here's the beauty of it. If you're good at digital marketing, you don't have to settle for one client. Why not manage 5 or 10? You control your workload, your rates, your schedule, and since businesses are willing to pay a premium to get their marketing right, you can make some serious cash in these. Let me know, have you ever thought about freelancing in digital marketing? Or maybe you have already tried it and you're wondering how to scale it up? Drop it in the comments and let's chat about how you can really make it work. Now let's shift gears a bit. I know a lot of people have been wondering about delivery gigs. I'm talking about Uber, DoorDash, Skip the Dishes, and even ride sharing. These gigs have been here around for a while now, and you might be thinking, hasn't the market been oversaturated? Yeah, sure, there are a lot of people doing it already, but let me tell you, demand is still high, especially in the urban areas, and here's why it works. You control when you work. If you only want to work mornings, evenings, weekends, it's up to you. And this kind of flexibility is a game changer, especially for people juggling multiple responsibilities or in between jobs. And if you're strategic about when and where you drive, hitting up peak hours or busy areas, you can earn a pretty solid income. I've heard stories of people pulling in more than entry-level office jobs just from delivering food. Plus, you don't have to worry about office politics, just you, your car, and the next order. I've got a buddy who drives for Uber in the evenings after his day job just to make some extra cash. And here's what he loves. No boss breathing down his neck, no set hours, and he gets to meet new people along the way. Honestly, it's a pretty sweet deal if you need something flexible that still brings in money. Okay, now for the creatives out there, freelance writing and content creation. If you have got a talent for words, this gig can be a gold mine. Think about it, there are blogs, websites, marketing agencies, and YouTube channels out there that need content, and they're willing to pay good money for it. Freelance writing gigs are not just limited to writing articles or blogs either. We're talking about scripts for YouTube, copy for websites, product descriptions, and even ghostwriting books. If you got away with words, you can build a client base and charge a premium for your skills. And it's the same as digital marketing. You're not tied to one company. You can write for a Canadian blog today, a US-based startup tomorrow, or even global brands if you want. Plus, freelance writing can be incredibly rewarding. You're not just making money, you're creating something. Every article, every script, every piece of content is something you can take pride in. If you're into writing, I would love to know what's been your biggest challenge getting started with freelancing. Or if you're already in the game, how do you find clients? Share your experience below and let's help each other out. Now let's talk tech. This one's for the IT pros and tech geeks out there, freelance IT support and tech consulting. Honestly, if you're tech savvy, you're probably already realized that your skills are in demand. Companies, especially startups, would rather hire a freelance tech consultant than bring someone on full time because it's just more cost effective for them. So, if you've got experience with cloud computing, cybersecurity, or even setting up systems for small businesses, you could turn that into a very lucrative gig. And what's even better, these companies are often willing to pay top dollar because they need your expertise. Plus, tech gigs are flexible, you don't have to be on site. Most of the work can be done remotely, and because the field is so specialized, you can often charge a higher rate than traditional jobs. It's like being your own tech startup, except you are the only employee and you call the shots. Any tech experts out there who have thought about consulting on the side, or maybe you're already in it, how's the demand in your area? I would love to hear what kind of tech gigs are hot right now in different parts of the country. Okay, let's wrap up with a gig that's not only lucrative but meaningful, which is online tutoring. If you've got a background in education, or even if you're just really good at a subject like math, science, or English, there's a growing demand for online tutors. And it's not just kids, with so many adults looking to upskill, you can teach coding, digital marketing, even languages like French or Spanish. Even tutoring platforms like Upwork make it super easy to connect with students, and the best part is you don't even have to leave your house. You can set up your own rates, your hours, and even the subjects you want to teach. It's one of those gigs where you're not just making money, you're making an impact. And honestly, who doesn't love the idea of working from home while helping someone succeed? You get the satisfaction of seeing your students grow and you're getting paid for it. It's a win-win. So why would you choose a gig job over traditional 9 to 5? It really comes down to freedom and flexibility. You get to decide when you work, how much you work, and for who you work for. You can diversify your income streams, learn new skills, and if you play your cards right, you could end up making more money than you ever in a regular office job. Plus, let's be real, there's something incredibly satisfying about being your own boss. Now, it's not all rainbows and butterflies. Gig work comes with its own challenges like inconsistent income and no benefits. But if you're someone who values control over your time and enjoys a little variety in your work, gig jobs can be an amazing alternative to traditional employment. So, what do you think? Is the gig economy something you would dive into? Or maybe you're already working as a gig and wondering how to take it to the next level? Drop a comment below, and I would love to hear what's working for you and what isn't. And hey, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more tips on navigating the Canadian job market in 2024 and beyond. And thank you for watching Details.